Nancy Brown, CEO of the American Heart Association, here at the Red Dress Collection, sponsored by the AHA and Macy's. We are here to bring fashion and the cause of women and heart disease together, and we're going to have a great night tonight.
Way we can alert them is to do something fun. I think they pay more attention as opposed to hearing, and you could suffer from this, and you could get this. So it's always wonderful to have something that's light and catches your attention.
Hello, I'm Lucy and I'm very excited to be here for the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women Night. It's a beautiful event. It's lovely to be part of something which increases for the greater good. So huzzah!
And I am getting so excited. We're gonna do the runway. I've got my red dress picked out for the red dress collection. It is going to be fabulous.
Participate because I think it's important to, encourage women to pay attention to their health. I was really surprised that heart disease takes more women's lives than any other illness, more than cancer, all cancers put together. So I was really shocked by that. So if people can go out and get educated and change their lifestyles, live a healthier life, it would save some lives.
I am being fluffed and puffed for the runway. It's my runway debut tonight.
Nothing more than I love than being healthy and feeling beautiful. And heart disease is something that affects almost all of us. Women don't realize how much that it affects us and the people who we love. I grew up with a dad who had heart disease, so creating awareness and keeping my own self healthy is one of the biggest gifts that I think I can give not only to myself but my family.
I'm getting all glammed up for the Red Dress Collection fashion show. Super honored to be here. Heart disease is really important to me. My grandmother died of coronary heart disease, so I'm walking in her honor. Eleanor O'Donnell Berry, thinking of you, Grandma. And just really honored and proud to help raise awareness for women's heart disease and sending love out there to everybody. Super excited. Hope I don't fall on my face. Fingers crossed. Backstage at the Red Dress Collection. I'm so excited to be here because it's such a good cause. I really want to be part of raising awareness for female heart disease, which attacks a lot of us. So I'm really happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Lauren Holly, and I'm so happy to be here at the Red Dress Collection because women's heart health means everything. You need to take care of each other, and that's why I'm here.
Look at my sparkly shoes. How could you not be excited with the party in the back with these heels? Oh, I'm getting ready for the Red Dress Collection. Go Red for Women. I'm so proud to be here. Heart disease runs in my family. My uncle unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, and I actually had no idea that it could affect anybody at any age. He was really young. So, it's also obviously something that runs in the family. I decided that I had to get a lot healthier with my mindset, with my lifestyle, and make some changes so that I wouldn't become one of the millions that are affected by heart disease and strokes. So I'm excited to be here because fashion is the name of my game, but at the same time I want to be able to do good with it.
Florence Henderson, who was truly one of the greatest women that I've ever known, she passed away from heart disease. And I had just seen her recently, and I think everyone was absolutely shocked that she passed away. And I just want to say that it's so important that women go out and get checked and get your numbers and find out what your cholesterol is.
Jennings, and I am so glad to be a part of Go Red for Women's Red Dress Collection because I've never walked a runway before, so that's something new, and getting glammed up is so much fun. And also, I have a family friend who suffered from a heart attack, and she's really amazing. She's such a kind person, and she came with us here to this event, so it's so meaningful to her, and I think you're never too young to start focusing on your body and being healthy, so glad to be a part of this.
Hi, I'm Juliette Lewis, and we're here behind the scenes for Go Red for Women, and I'm so happy to get all glammed up and walk the walk for the American Heart Association.
Hi, I'm Peyton Liss, and I'm here today with the American Heart Association Go Red for Women Red Dress Collection 2017 show. That is a mouthful. I am so happy to be here. I feel like this is something that's really close to my heart. Both my aunt and my grandpa have
suffered from heart issues before. My aunt has actually gone through a mitral valve prolapse and had to have open heart surgery for it. So I'm so happy to be representing her today and to be here. It means so much to me.
Hi guys, I'm Odilia Cristobal Flores and I'm very excited to be here today. Today is the big day for the Go Red fashion show in partnership with the American Heart Association. And my makeup is done and now we're just waiting, and my nails. And now we're just waiting for hair to be done and it's absolutely amazing. Everything that has been happening since the moment I arrived, everyone is so warm and welcoming. And I feel like a star and very excited, although a little bit nervous, to walk on the runway. But I know Nicole and I will do an amazing job. I'm Nicole Hardy. I am here tonight as a survivor, as a real woman, as a mom. Walking here in honor of all the amazing survivors of heart disease and stroke, for all the women who go red to prevent heart disease and cardiovascular issues. And I am here as a real everyday woman who, has a strong want and desire to help others by sharing my story.
I met a survivor backstage named Sophia. She's 7. She had open heart surgery and she fell into my arms crying and told me that Fight Song was what she listened to every day to get ready for her surgery.